Prepare to suck. Suck a lot. Welcome to Anxious Black Belt podcast that focuses on karate, mental health and everything in between. Today I'm going to share with you 10 lessons that I learned on a martial art journey over 30 years. Unfortunately, I cannot record at home. I'm too busy today, so it's going to be a jumping through different locations and different points. The first one is get used to suck a lot. When you're coming into martial arts, obviously you are a beginner, you don't know what's happening, so you're gonna be having a lot of failure. Make that failure your friend. Don't take it personally. That is just the process. You're going in, you're learning martial art, you not knowing what to do, you're gonna be learning, other people gonna be beating you up, you're gonna lose in sparrings, you're gonna not be able to do katas correctly, you're gonna be submitted, tap out all the time. For the first few years it is very frustrating, but make the failure your friend, make the sucking process something that you enjoy, and through the years you're gonna be growing and winning and then being better than others. It's just a process of learning, process of developing. And on my part, I've been frustrated by not being the best, the cleverest, the most talented in the gym. So I was a lot of putting pressure on myself, being frustrated, and I could have saved that for myself. And just understanding that it is a journey, you need to be relaxed, you need to take it as it is, grow slowly, grow with the time and getting better. Also, if you're training in your environment, not always you see your progression, but when you go outside on the competitions, you go outside to the different dojos, those comparison help you to understand how much you improve despite you not seeing it and thinking you're sucking. And then you grow with the grades going up, you're getting better, it's easier, but always gonna be something better than you. It's for like for me, I went to BJJ, now going back to BJJ training, and I suck a lot, and that doesn't change. 30 years, 20 of those being a black belt, going to a new environment and you suck. So be comfortable with being submitted, be comfortable, suck at something. It's good for your growth, and don't get stressed about it. Be kind to yourself and grow. Lesson number 2, keep your ego in check. As much as ego helps you in the early stages, drives you through to competitions to be better than others, eventually it's gonna cause you injury. Ask me how I know. Through the years, I've always been very competitive. I've been not much successful in the beginning with the competitions, and I suffered. My ego was pushing me through. I took it personally. I tried harder. In sparrings, I was going full on. I resisted stuff, and things snapped. Always leads me to an injury. Nowadays, I'm a bit more cautious. I let go of that need to be winning, need to prove something to people. I'm on the stage in my martial arts career that I don't need to prove anything to anybody anymore, and I enjoy martial arts for what they are. Like I said, I'm in BJJ, I'm the lightest guy. I done BJJ 10 years ago, and because I was the lightest guy, because I had a big ego, because I thought I'm a black belt in karate, I have to prove myself on the floor. I learned a bit of the wrestling. I've been resisting the techniques to the last moment, and my elbow snapped, which put me off for 6 months recovery. 10 years later, I'm coming back to BJJ. Completely different mindset of growth, mindset of working, not competitiveness, and I now have much less injuries. If I knew that on the beginning of the road, I would save myself a lot of recovery time, a lot of injuries, and a lot of embarrassment if I haven't had such a big ego. I'm not saying to get rid of it completely, because when you're competing, when you growing in the middle journey, you need the ego to perform well, but you need to keep it in check. So make sure that it doesn't hurt you. Make sure you stay on top of it and do review it. Go to the different classes. try out other people again. They're gonna keep your ego in check, but make sure that you are not harming yourself with overinflated ego. Lesson number 3: listen to your coach. And this is, again, I learned it hard way. I was about 18, 19, learning the backflips. Most of the wrestlers can do it, so I thought I can do it as well. My coach said to me, do not do that, you're not ready. But again, that ties up with ego. I knew better, so I done it. I landed on my head, injured my spine, and been recovering for 7 years from that minute of cockiness and not listening. If you want to read more about that accident, grab my book, Anxious Black Belt. Link in the description down below, available on Amazon. But yeah, especially on the beginning of the road, listen to your coaches, listen to your sensei. They went what you're going through, they've got experience, they know better, and they can advise you. And sometimes you think that you know better. Most of the young people know. I've been there. I see that my son does the same, but it's definitely far easier to learn from somebody's mistakes than do them yourself. Although there's some benefits to that as well when you go through your own mistakes, but you can do a lot of shortcutting through learning from the other people's experience and just listen to your coach. You can grow faster and benefit of that experience, lift through others, if you just can kind of control that ego and choose your way. Because sometimes what we as young people think that is better, in the end turns up that there were faster, more efficient and more pleasant ways to grow and develop. So I highly recommend listening to your coach. Lesson number 4: take care of yourself. As young people, we can get away with a lot of things. Recovery is rapid. You injure yourself and it takes a couple of weeks maximum for a big injury. Little sprains, bumps heal super quickly, a couple of days and so on. When you're getting older, it's not the case. It takes a long time to recover from minor injuries. Plus, you think that you healed up when you've been younger, but after 40 it seems to be everything coming back to get you, and the injuries that I thought they've been properly healed now giving me problems. And broken toes, I'm not gonna go to doctors, they don't do anything about it anyway. Now it's coming up, I can predict weather very accurately. I've got problems with walking sometimes because the toe is really painful. Elbows, both giving me problems. Fingers, so many times dislocated from knockdown competitions, giving me problems as well. It just accumulates, it never goes away, you never escape with it without consequences. So take care of yourself, don't do stupid things, don't go and kick 1,000 times a tree with your Tsumasaki pointing toes and injure yourself. Be reasonable. That ties up with listening to your coach. Don't do stupid things, don't jump and do backflips if you're not ready, because you're gonna pay for it. And seems to be you're hitting 40, your body getting against you, it starts getting down the hill now rapidly, and you have to take care even more of yourself. So this is something I would really appreciate that somebody explain it to me. People try it, but as young people, that ties up with the number 3. You don't listen, you know better, you do things your way, you think you're indestructible. Unfortunately, you always pay for it sooner or later, and then it goes and catch you up. So if you're young and you listen to this, take care of yourself, avoid those injuries, be clever with your training, don't train just hard, try clever. It works better, but I can say that from the position of experience, where I done stuff my own way and pay for it. If I listen to my coach, my sensei, it would be easier, I wouldn't hurt so much. But hey ho, it's our journey, and I think this is gonna fall on the deaf ears anyway. So this is a number 4. Take care of yourself. Lesson number 5, something more positive. Enjoy it. Do something that you enjoy. Don't rely on people telling you what's best, what's better. If people tell you go for a Muay Thai and you prefer karate, go to the one which makes you more happy. Obviously, if it lines up with your goals. If you want to be Muay Thai fighter, don't go to karate. But if somebody tells you I go BJJ instead of wrestling, and you enjoy more Olympic wrestling, and you are good at it, you might go to Olympics, or in BJJ you go to one of the highly paid competitions. So it is just what you enjoy. There's avenues depending on your goals. If you're doing it for self-defense, or are you doing it for sport, you're doing it for enjoyment, you choose the one you enjoy the most. I'm not saying that the training shouldn't be hard, smart, and sometimes painful, but you need to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, there's no point doing it, because you're just gonna suffer, and you might achieve results, but you're not gonna be enjoying it. Is it worth it in a long time? I spent some times in the gyms that I didn't enjoy, and to be honest, although I learned stuff, I think it's a wasted time. I could have done something that I enjoy more and probably have a bigger growth, because when you enjoy and having fun, you develop better. So look for something that you are enjoying, that aligns with your goals. Don't be influenced by other people. They're not doing it, and usually it is that people say, oh, let's go to BJJ club, drag you in, and then it turns up that they quitting and you staying there persevering. So that was the case with me. Luckily I was in karate that I enjoyed it, but the guys who dragged me in there long time ago left, and I am the only one left training and teaching because I enjoy it, right? Probably if I haven't enjoyed it so much, I would be gone as well. So from a perspective of time, go and do what enjoys. It really doesn't matter. And next point will be on don't take it as too seriously, because it's not, the life is more than just martial arts. I got in that trap when I was 20 something. I sacrificed everything. I don't have a good education. I had to catch up my education later because I put 100% of my effort into being good martial artist, training hard, training long hours, without good support and network, and I should have relaxed. I should have go and enjoy more company with friends, make connections, have a good time and so on. But I chose karate. That resulted in karate proficiency, but other aspects of life been missing. And I think from again, time perspective, I could have utilized my time better with the same results, but improved the other areas of life that I neglected because of karate. Karate is not your life. It doesn't depend on it. We're living in a quite safe environment, and it's a pastime. I know that people say it's your life and so on, life depends on it. Not really. You can do other things as well as martial arts and fit them all in, have a good training, be a good martial artist, be a good person, have fun. There's all space for it, and there's no point sacrifices other enjoyable things just to train 100%, because after all the achievements, goals, glory, you're gonna turn old, and you're gonna look back at it and think that I could have do other things, enjoy other things, experience other things, but I chose that path. Now my body is ruined. Now I am not able to do those other things, and I missed out. Try as many things as you can in your life so it's enjoyable and you can look back and don't regret anything. Number 7, make friends. This is one of the best things about martial arts I experienced, is to have friends all over the world. Wherever I go, I've got somebody who I know, I can visit, I can ask for help, and spend good time. There's something magical about having a hard time with people on the dojo floor, in a ring, in a cage. You really become really close friends, and you know that you can trust those people. Sweating together, trying to kill each other in a quotes, brings people together. You become brother in arms, and can trust those people. Obviously not everybody, but you're going through the hardship, you've got their back, they've got your back, and you can support each other and grow together, and it's a great community builder, especially if you found a good dojo that have a nice atmosphere, nice culture. They can support you, and you can find great people, travel around the world, see the places, compete, seminars, workshops, all helps to grow your network, have friends, have a good time. So worth doing for that, and you got your support group, you find your people. Number 8, be kind to yourself. Lots of people beating themselves up. I've been that person, overthinking, beating myself for my failures, lack of achievements and so on, putting myself down and being really harsh on myself. So it's much better to be kind to yourself, allow yourself the room for the failure, accept that failure as a point 1 was saying, and be kind to yourself. Encourage yourself to do better instead of punish yourself for failures or lessons. Every time you lose, every time something doesn't go very well, it is just a lesson. There's always tomorrow. You're gonna be better tomorrow. You're gonna do better tomorrow. And it's just a development. So if you're kind to yourself, you've got easier time, you've got more encouragement towards growth. If you're putting yourself down, you are losing and wasting time to deal with yourself, with your worst critic, and it takes longer to focus on the training because you're overthinking the past events, which they are gone now, and you need to focus on the future and go with the optimism and motivation towards achieving the goals you want, or improving the situations or techniques you want. And if you're overthinking that negative aspects that happened yesterday, week ago, month ago, year ago, you're just holding yourself back and wasting really time. So be kind to yourself and encourage yourself to go forwards. Point 8, avoid politics like a plague. Politics is the worst thing in martial arts, sports, and so on, and people will drag you into it. So you have to be very vigilant, very switched on, and avoid the politics. It's so much better to be independent, going through the martial arts with open head and not being dragged into politics. There's always some power plays, there's always bad actors in the clubs, organizations, and so on. So be vigilant, be mindful about it, try to stay out of it. Sometimes not possible. I've been in many situations where I've been dragged into it without me actually being wanted to be involved, but sometimes you cannot avoid it. But always be straight talker. If you see something going wrong, mention it, speak to people, and if you have to move. I've been in a couple of situations that I had to move away from the organization because simply you couldn't work with them due to the politics and people making it worse than it had to be. So I decided to move away from 2 of the organizations. Usually it's a big organization who just want your money, and they're ridden with politics. You can see that on every corner of the martial arts. If you're interested in that topic, again, I've wrote a book about it. It's called The Dark Side of Karate. Link down below. But yeah, I learned my lessons. Like I said, I've been a couple of times dragged into karate politics. I've been dragged into a wrestling politics. I've seen what's happening in a Olympic environment where the money, big money, are being awarded to the clubs, and how people backstabbing each other and digging the holes, throwing the logs under the feet is just not nice. And it's shame that it's a common practice. It's shame that most people don't stand up and fight it. People just follow, agree to it, and rather not see it than take an action. I understand that it is difficult to stand up to a higher graded sensei who is your superior, and the respect and honor should be given to them, but it should be really earned, not given. And if you see that behavior doesn't match your expectation, just move on. Don't compare yourself to the others. It is your journey and you're wasting time. There's always going to be somebody better. There's always going to be somebody more talented, somebody who puts more work because of circumstances. I've got kids, I've got family, I cannot train 24 hours a day. Do the best what you can, enjoy your time, and do whatever you can. Don't compare yourself to others. It's gonna be just doing you harm. Compare yourself to yourself from yesterday. Be better. Be open-minded. Go with different places, train with different people, do different stuff. It's gonna be good for you. Be open-minded to find your ways instead of being rigid and told what to do. We've got lots of people telling you what to do, what not to do, where to go, where to train, who you cannot train with. Be open-minded. Go and try. If they tell you don't go there and try. Learn from your own experiences, choose the stuff that works for you, and then you're gonna be much happier in your martial arts. Don't waste time on people telling you this is the only right way, this is the only style of karate that you have to do. You cannot go cross-train, you cannot go seminars, you cannot go workshops. It's not true. There's so many fantastic people around. Go and try. Be open-minded. There will be avenues that's gonna be closed off. You have to back up and do some other stuff, but the experience counts. You need to find your own way in karate. You need to be able to say, I've got my karate, I'm not a carbon copy of somebody else. So this is my 10 points that I learned from my 30 years in martial arts. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to join us on any seminars, check out my website www.lesbubka.co.uk, where all the seminars are listed. You are more than welcome to come in, try different ways of training, and make friends, take care of yourself, and enjoy martial arts. Okay, see you on the next one.